Welcome back to Marvel Solar Farm. Today we're going to do a couple of manipulations where we need to free up a polynuke. So we're going to move the frames into the hive. There will be a little bit of fighting because it won't be a proper merge, and there possibly is a queen in there, but where it was the wild comb, where we sorted that out, there was a few bees that obviously got killed because covered in honey and things like that. So she might have been killed, but we need that polynuke to put some new queens in. So we're going to move those frames into hive 2 and hopefully set up the polynuke to put the cage queens in. Anyway, let's get into the hives. Obviously this is the colony where the swarm from Island Roads went in and was merged with the original colony, which at the time was in the process of creating its own queen. Now there is a queen in here, so whether that is the queen that the original hive created or the one from the swarm, I don't know, because there would only be one queen. And what we're going to do is open this up and just move some frames over so we can free up the polynuke. I'm here with Glenn Jarman, so and we're going to be working together. So
learning.
It's a constant learning curve, Glenn.
Yeah.
So, again, just checking, make sure the queen's not on here. Not that it makes much difference for this one because we're just merging them. Right, with these frames there's not a lot happening on them, they're just pure foundation at the moment. And you can just take these out. Now there could be some fighting between these bees, but what tends to happen is if you're merging a smaller colony into a larger colony, obviously the smaller colony usually just submits and they get merged together. So it's not always the case, but we just have to see what they do. But at the moment we need somewhere to put these caged queens, and we've got another one coming in next week. So
you're actually looking for a queen now as well?
I'm just having a quick look. There probably won't be on these frames, it'll probably be in the lower brood box and probably nearer the middle. So what I'm going to do is just move so that when we do the manipulation, so just check this out. The attendants are okay, but there's a bee stuck in there. I can't see. It could be that queen's dead. That could be her there.
Yeah, it doesn't look like she's moving, is it?
Nope.
Shame.
So what I might do, she's definitely not moving. So it looks like those bees have killed that queen.
So how have they got in there with that?
They've probably managed to sting her through there. They shouldn't be able to, because she should be able to move out the way.
Yeah. But are you supposed to... these are bees in there. How do they get in there? Do you put them in there with her?
They go in there with the queen. They're her
nice.
attendants. They're to look after her.
Right.
So
so they came with the queen?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's what you get through
yeah.
the post, a package like that. So Yeah, but there's no movement round there, and I can't see the queen in there. I'd say that queen has been has perished. Oh well, that means there's not such an urgency about the
Next 5.
yeah.
But it's on its
So,
way.
oh, that's unfortunate. But afraid that's beekeeping.
Yeah.
So there's no real urgency for today. These bees can just go in there. Well, that's now rubbish. Take that home. Right, so what we do is we go through this hive and just see if we can find the queen in there. Take this opportunity to mark her and clip her. So that's the perils of not having stuff prepared when you get given, sent the queens.
Shut this back door.
Nah, that's right, just leave it. So we'll still divide it into the two.
Yeah.
Like that, because what we can do is get the other half to produce another queen, which gives us a spare if anything does go wrong. So, right, let's just put those up there. Scissors.
Is that a special bee marking ink then, is it?
Nope.
Just normal
Just it's oil-based paint.
Oh, right.
So anyway, so we'll go through this hive now, looking for the queen that's in here. And again, that's just stores. It's just stores. You can see nectar and pollen going in the middle, and that is all just stores. So I'd be very surprised if the queen is on these frames, because there's nowhere for her to lay, and that's what she's after. Again, going through doing our that's just a queen cup, nothing in there. That's all just nectar and honey. And that's all just nectar and honey. Again, just a queen cup. When looking for the queen, what we do is we start at the edges and we work in a spiral, working our way round all the way down to the center, because they're more than likely be at the edges, because where they want to be in the dark, they want to be able to whip round to the dark side, which is underneath, as quickly as possible and escape any sort of like predators or anything. So I wouldn't expect to find her on those, but unfortunately bees do their own thing. That's all just honey, nectar and pollen. And the same that side. And that weighs a ton, that is full of honey. So there is still a flow on from somewhere. again, there's nothing here. Then only just started building that out. It's just a frame of foundation.
Oh, there. That's just where it's joined together, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just where. So, actually, what I will do, Glenn, is in preparation for next week, I will still move those frames into here.
Yeah.
So, yep, because then what we can do is we will go through hive 1 and we will move some appropriate frames of obviously nurse bees, brood and some stores into there. So over the next coming days they will obviously be queenless, so they will start to create queen cells. We will then take them down so that when we put the new queen that arrives through the post in there, they will be totally queenless, and there's a better chance of them accepting her. So what we'll do is we put these back together, and we've got 4 frames there, so we would take the best 4 frames out of that one and plonk them in there. So let's undo this again.
So you're not too worried about not smoking these ones because
there's such a small colony. Yeah.
So much.
So as you can see, there's hardly anything. But these were a swarm that come in, so I've gone through them and I can't see any signs of disease or anything. But unfortunately, with brand new wild comb, it's extremely weak, and as soon as you try and sort of move it, it just breaks. See, that's just a empty frame, just foundation which they're beginning to create. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need to get rid of one of these. So we'll pick the best, most stable 2. That one looks quite good. I've noticed that the elastic bands have broken, and I'll say that's the bees have done that. Let's move these over. That's quite a good frame. Once these have settled and everything, we can then change these. See, that's another good frame, and if you can see that, but all this is wild comb that was put in.
So what you're saying is once they've settled in there, you'll replace these?
Yeah, I will replace these frames with just foundation. Yeah. So it's literally just to move them over for now. If I find a better one than the first one, then I'll replace that. Well, that they've broken all the elastic bands. So I'm going to try put some new ones on just so we can move it. Right, might need your help. Do you want to do the elastic band or the holding? If you try and lift it up and hold it.
That side's going to flop down, isn't it?
Yep, I'm going to try.
You alright?
Yep, let's just give them a bit of smoke. Actually, what we'll probably do, it probably needs.
I'm up on it.
Yeah.
Oh, is that part of the frame?
Yeah, that's all right. We'll do that in a minute. These were just some bits that I had. I had to do this very quickly.
So you want to do it like this? Will they stick that, hopefully, to
They will, yeah, start
the
to
frames?
build back up around it. But actually this is a good comparison where you can see the lighter original bees, and these ones are darker, so they've got more of the Apis mellifera in them.
So why are they all standing up on end now?
What they are, that is, again, probably it's because these are new going in.
Yeah.
It's probably just a bit of a defence mechanism.
Yeah, saying this is ours, go on.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
Yeah. Alright, yeah, we can just bang that on there for now. The same as you'll see, these ones have all got their thumbs in the air.
Yeah.
It's sort of like, hang on, there's something here we don't like.
Yeah. And that's
This is our putting in pheromones for defence mode. Again, they've just totally undone all the elastic bands, which is very naughty of them. Is that stuck in there? So yeah. So what we'd
what do you
do,
want to do?
right, if we just put that, I'll tell you what, just take this up. This might be the one we get rid of. I just want to gently brush the bees. Onto here. So I think this will be the bit of comb we get rid of. It's got brood, but it's been squashed obviously where we did the manipulation before, moving them, and a bit of honey. So, but for now, just put that there. And we've just got one frame in here, which is actually foundation, so that can go in. There's plenty of bees on there. Now, haven't seen the queen and we don't know where she is, so, but okay, so that's those frames in there. We just want to move over the last remaining bees. These will have to basically sort themselves out in that hive. One queen will be successful and will take over if there's a queen in here. The queen could be in this box.
There's a couple of drones in there.
Yep. So what we're going to do, do them down this end anyway. So these bees can sort themselves out. Move this out the way, back there. What I do like this. There's me hive tool. Okay. Go. We'll carry on with this. Now those frames are in. Move that over to there. And we'll just go through this box as normal, just looking for the queen. Let's see if we can find her and mark her. Right, well, do you want to do this? Yeah. Do you want to go through?
I can go through.
Yep. I'll move the camera. So Glenn's going to take over and go through. So again, taking out the second frame first. So it helps reduce rolling bees. And we're looking at the general health of the bees, what stores and what everything they've got in there. So now this is one of the frames actually where it's getting a bit old and ropey, so we're going to change with brand new foundation which we've built up. So actually we can use these ones. So if you can just shake those bees off,
yeah,
because the queen shouldn't be on those ones, but we'll have a quick look on that side.
Can I shall I do it over the top or take a couple out and then shake it into the box?
Take a couple, take that one out,
yeah,
put it over there, and probably take a third one out as well, just to give you a bit more extra space. Because this is good bee husbandry of that connected to the side.
Yeah.
So it might be we change that one as well, because if that's now bent so it's stuck to the side, have a look for the queen. She probably won't be there, but we like to have a look because they're contrary creatures, and quite often she's where you wouldn't expect them to be. Well, where this one's actually all broken at the top as well, I think we might replace these two. So
just hang them out for a bit.
Yep, hang out with it.
So we're going to take this one out now, yeah?
Yep, just to give you the space.
Have a look.
Yep, have a look. Again, that's all just stores. Then we'll have a look working in a spiral for the queen. And you'll be able to hopefully see her because she's a different shape. She's longer, got a longer abdomen. Her wings only go to about halfway down her body length, and she's pointed at the end of her abdomen, where all the other bees are rounded. So I can't see her there, so let's check the other side. I'm not expecting her to be here because this is all just stores, but this is probably one of the times where you then check the video back and go, oh, there she was. So anyway, nope, I can't see her. So now you can put those bees in there. Yep, shake them off. That's it. You can move that to the side because we know it's only stores.
What we
Just
go with it?
put it on the shelves.
Yeah.
You can now
Shake these off.
shake those off in there because you've now got a big enough gap you can do it. Because that's a bit of a ropey frame, all bent out of shape. That can be put to the side now because we're going to melt those down and clean them up. Again, shake those ones.
Well, there don't seem to be so many on there now.
They're probably on the side of the hive. Right, and again that could just be moved to the side. We can just take 2 of these frames.
And we're going to put them here to replace
Yep,
them.
just
'cause
and
we're still
we'll
doing
replace
checking,
them.
yeah?
We're still doing the checking. But we've now got rid of 2, one ropey frame and one deformed frame because it was sticking on the side, which obviously we don't want. So now we're just into the general check-in and looking for the queen. Again, I can't see her on that frame, so if we turn it over, I can't see it on that frame, and I wouldn't expect them to be on those frames because they're just stores. Now, if you wanted to, Glenn, you could just give them another puff of smoke because where we're in the bottom brood box, of course, all the foraging bees are all coming back in. So, over a period of time while we're working here, it will get a bit congested. It's over by the nukes. Look at that. And again, it's just to give them a bit of smoke, just so that the top bees are worked down a bit. That's it. Don't need too much, it was just to move them out the way. Right, so now we're getting into the part where she possibly could be. Now, I'm trying to look in to see if I can see any eggs, which I can't at the moment. Let's just zoom in, see if we can see any when we look at the video. We are now looking for the queen. Can't see her there. That's not to say we're going to see her, because quite often you don't.
And this queen's not marked, obviously.
No,
yeah?
she's not marked,
Yeah.
she's not clipped. And from this angle, again, I can't see any eggs. I don't know if you can see any eggs, Clint.
Oh, I might see one in there. 2 cups up from that one. You see?
Yep, possibly.
I think that is one.
Yep, possibly
Oh.
there's eggs in there with better light, you might be able to see. Or with better
Yep.
pair of eyes.
Yeah, I think there is some in there.
Right, so again we know there's a queen in there. check both sides. We haven't seen her. But all the time we're working here, she's probably trying to get to the front, because we're working from the back, to get away from what we're doing. But it's these kind of frames that you would expect to see her on. Right, so there's one queen cup, but I can't see anything in it. It looks empty. Let's take that down. And having a good look. I can't see her on there.
That's quite a big drone down in the middle, isn't it?
Yeah, there are some big drones around. So, as you can see, nice big drone there, as Glenn pointed out. And in those frames I can definitely see eggs, so I know the queen has been here in at least the last 2 days. Okay, I can't see her on that side. Because of course she might not even be on the frame, she could be on the side of the hive, so we know that the queen's been there because we've got evidence in the form of eggs. But it doesn't necessarily mean we need to see her, but we're checking because we'd like to mark her, so it makes it easier next time to see her, and also she'll be marked so we know how old she is, because she'll be marked with a red blob of paint, which is for the year ending in a 3. Nope, can't see her on there. There's just a big mass, so what we'll try and do is try and look for the movement of them as well, because as you can see the actual worker bees are quite sort of like jittery in their movements. The queen wouldn't, she will just literally barge her way through and they will move out of her way. So she actually walks differently and moves differently. That's a drone. Yeah, if they got a rounded end, let's have a worker or a drone. Because obviously the queen has a pointed end so that she can get to the bottom of the cells and lay an egg. What you might be able to see in this video, in between, in the bottom of the cells, you'll be able to see the larvae. So this is the next stage from the egg. Obviously it grows into a larvae with, and they give it a bit of royal jelly, so you'll be able to see the white and also the larvae in there. Right, I've had a good look and I can't see her. So if you see a Glenn, shout.
Keeping an eye out.
Yep. Now the camera is about to switch off soon because it's running out of power. So I'm hoping to see her before that happens. What I might do is switch the camera off and then switch it back on if we find her. Okay then, let's try again. The power on the camera is just about to go off, so we will end it there. Unfortunately we didn't find the queen, but that's beekeeping. We know she's in there, we've seen eggs, so we know she's been there in the last couple of days. Anyway, it's goodbye from me and Glenn, and thank you for watching. And if you'd like to see more videos of this kind of content, then please hit the like and the subscribe button. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.